Is Descript ready to take over as my primary screen recorder? For so long, my biggest issue has been that one accursed word, rendering. I record my videos in another software, and I use quite a few, including ScreenFlow, OBS, Loom, Komodo, and Screen Studio. And it's one of the main reasons that I bought my first PC in over 20 years. After I record a video, I sometimes have to wait 4 hours for the first render just to push the video into Descript to do the main edit and render. Descript has a secret feature that has made it my favorite video editing software, even over the amazing DaVinci Resolve. You can render on Descript's servers. I can render a 1-hour video in 4K in less than 20 minutes. And I can work on other projects because I'm not using my main computer's resources. Until now, I've been afraid to actually record in Descript because it's had a few glitches in the past. Last week, they launched a major update called Underlord. Is this enough to change my workflow? The amount of time this could save you is massive. Let's fire up the theme and find out if Descript just changed the game forever. Before we get into the demo, there are a couple of issues that I want to go over. I've run a bunch of tests in the past, and Descript has some functions that might just surprise you. It is the best green screen removal tool and the best audio enhancer of any software tool. I have videos on both of these that you can watch to see my extensive testing with different microphones, different shirts, and different backgrounds. I really expected a different tool to win each of these tests. Descript also owns Squadcast. I was going to switch my podcast recording to Squadcast, but there's a problem. I shoot everything in 4K, but my guests often use much lower quality cameras. When I move the file directly from Squadcast to Descript, it will downsample the video to whoever has the worst camera. I do not like that at all. That should at least be optional, but there's not a toggle right now. Hopefully they will switch that feature, but for now, it means that there's no time saved from my workflow by using Squadcast over Riverside FM for my podcast interviews. So there are some positive and negatives with Descript. While Descript is a great editor, this isn't going to be a video covering that. This is just going to test if it can become my main way of recording my videos. Here are a few of the things that I'm going to look at. 1. Do I need a 4K monitor for Descript to let me render my videos in 4K? Will it downsample like it does with Squadcast? 2. Are there any dropped images or glitches throughout this process? 3. How easy is it to use the layer of my camera over the screen when I'm shooting demos? And 4, can I move projects between my Mac and my new gaming PC that you can see lit up in the background easily so that when I need to do different rendering, I can and really increase the efficiency of my workflow? That's the most important thing to me. One thing I do need to let you know is that parts of this video will have to be recorded with another tool because Descript won't record itself. A lot of software is this way. I'll do as much as I can directly in Descript, like this part right now, because I want to decide if it's worth changing my workflow. I'm honestly scared to change something that works because I would hate to record an hour video and then lose it because of a glitch in Descript. So let's find out and go through a real world test for a real video. This part of the video I'm recording with ScreenFlow simply because I'm showing you the dashboard of Descript. One of the features they've added, it took them a long time to add, was dark mode. So everything you'll see is in dark mode because my eyes have a lot of problems. Let me go back to the dashboards. Here's the intro you just saw, and it's still editing and rendering. That's why the wheel is spinning. But what's really cool is while it's doing all that, I can hit Underlord, and it gives me some of the best options. Studio sound, I click one button, and now it's re-rendering all the audio in a higher quality audio. I don't have to do anything else. It does have some more multicam options, which I'm going to play around with in future videos. To shoot those, I'll have to record with the PC, which can handle 2 4K cameras at the same time. My M1 Mac Mini just can't. Here's a test I created inside of Descript. This is my first test. I want to see if it's possible to export the way I want to. I have here a video of me with me in the corner, and then I have here a full-sized image of me. So this is in 4K, but my screen is 1920 by 1080, so it's not actually a 4K. The very important question to me is when I publish, will it upscale this part of the video or will it downscale the second part of the video? When I'm rendering, I hit publish, and right here under resolution, it defaults to 1080, but I have the chance to max it and click publish, so it will render at 4K. This solves my biggest concern just based on the Squadcast experience, and that's really good. Now let's create a new project, and I'll show you how to use this function from the beginning, and then we'll test a few more features. There's a couple of ways to record. For just doing a quick demo like a Loom video, you can quick record. You can even do remote recording, which is a Squadcast thing. I haven't messed with that because that's not really useful to me because I already have Squadcast because Descript owns it, and I already have Riverside FM. What I want to test is really doing the same type of video you're seeing right here. So I create a video project. The way I normally do this is I take a video that's been exported from one of my other projects and drop it in here. I upload a file and then I begin editing it. That's the old workflow, especially because this function wasn't ready until now. To create a new video now, I'm going to hit record. And these options are very impressive to me. It has a lot of cool things. So you can do audio only, or camera and screen. I'll do camera only first, and then I'll do camera and screen to show you both. I can record the computer audio, which I don't want to do if I want to include that. So I can just click this button, and it needs to install the driver. Good news, the Descript recording worked, so I'm going to switch to that clip right now. This is just a quick demo recording to show you exactly what it looks like when I record into Descript. Get a sense of what the audio sounds like, what the video looks like, and how it stays in 4K when I'm shooting footage of me. Here's the Descript footage of me recording the screen of my computer and this camera in 4K. I start recording, but maybe it will let me actually record Descript. We're going to see what happens. The beauty of this is I'm now recording the screen. I'm inside of Descript. I can do some very cool things. You probably can't see, but on the right-hand side of the screen, there's a timer and a stop and a pause button. So I can control from the dashboard. As these functions get better and better, hopefully I can connect them to my Stream Deck so that I can just push a button to stop or pause recording. But so far, I'm very pleased with this. We can see the mouse moving around the screen. And I'm going to turn this off and let's see how the recording comes out. The next clip, I'm going to show you exactly how long it takes to render inside of ScreenFlow. Before I jump to that, I do want to let you know that I did run into some problems. I recorded so many layers inside of Descript, inside of ScreenFlow, going back and forth, that it started to glitch out. This is a single use case because I pushed it too far. One of the mistakes I made was shooting a clip, and before it finished processing that clip, I started shooting the next clip, which means that one of the clips didn't get added to the timeline, and that's where all my problems begin. So I do want to give you the one caveat that you have to render or finish one clip before you start shooting the next one, and that's like a 30-second wait. It was really me pushing the envelope, and I pushed it too far to see how far to push the script to cause it to break. The solution was super easy. I rendered that video by hitting publish, re-imported into Descript, and now I'm re-recording this into that new version with this clip. That's why I'm in a slightly different color shirt. It solved the problem. Even with all of that, it was still way faster than you're about to see in the clip from ScreenFlow. Here's the process that I have to go through every time I make a video in the past, just to give you a comparison. I have to go to document settings and manually change it to 4K because it always defaults to whatever size my monitor is. This is important because this video, even though it's smaller, it's in 4K because it's a 4K camera. So then I stretch out this and you can zoom in a little bit. And then I grab this part that's me. Sorry, to grab it here. And then I make it work. I grab it in the corner and then it looks good. I scroll it across to see, make sure it's not blocking anything important. I'm going to hit save. So I save it. So file, save. Then when I want to render it, I hit export. Let's see how long this video is. This is a video that's 13 minutes long. This is where the biggest issue happens for my business. This is where I lose time, which means I lose money. When I hit export, I become powerless because it takes up all my computer's computing power. It has the name of the file. As I saved it, I have to set it to 4K. It always wants to do it 50%. Whatever size you have, it will always try and render 50%. So it's going to give me a 610 megabyte file. If I hit export, and going to give it a few seconds, and we'll see how long. This is 22 or 23 minutes. Now it's over 27. We're at 31 minutes. Just to give you a sense, it's going to double or triple the length of the file. So if it's a 1 hour video, you're talking 2, 3, 4 hours to render. That really adds up. That means you can't do more than 2 videos a day if you're lucky. That's the really big limitation that Descript is now solving. I'm really excited by this new possibility to save me a massive amount of time. The ability to do everything in Descript, the ability to render Descript is an absolute game changer, and it saves so much time. Now, there is one thing I'll show you inside of Descript, that when you hit publish, you have these 2 buttons here. If you hit export, this will use your computer to make the video file. So this will use whatever strength your computer is. The rendering here is faster than ScreenFlow. It's more efficient, but it still takes a long time. That's where the trade-off is. But if I hit publish, it will do it virtually using Descript servers, and they're fast. Sometimes if I have a really huge video file, it's 4 hours, it's a really long live coaching call or live demo video, then I need to render it locally. Sometimes it has a problem with really huge files, and it will take 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours to render with this computer. That's the reason I have the crazy PC with all the RGBs in it over there. That's not for playing games, that's for AI testing and rendering. That machine, I can take the video, send it over there because Descript automatically syncs, and that means I can start a local render there and then do other projects in Descript and render it here. I had to reshoot this final section because the original slipped out of sync. My audio and video slipped out by a fraction of a second, and that's easier to fix by re-recording this final section. A few things to look out for. One is that sometimes the videos recorded into Descript will drop frames or look a little out of sync when you're editing. It's best to make sure that the spinning wheel is stopped when you start recording the next clip. Trying to have Descript render and transcribe one clip while you're recording a new one is asking for trouble, and that's why I have to re-record this right now. I tried to edit this section in the first recording, and that caused the sync issue. There are a couple of workflows that I recommend. 1. You can record each clip in a new project, publish them so they render using Descript servers, and then import them back into Descript to sew them together. This is the slowest process, but will have a 100% success rate. If you have any nervousness about clip glitching, this solves that problem. Option 2. Anytime you have a problem, just render the project using the publish button and re-import into Descript. This always solves the problem. Both of these issues do mean you are using up additional monthly credits with Descript for each project. You're using 2 minutes of transcription for every 1 minute of video record. But you will render so much faster than any other option. 3. This is the option I'll choose going forward. Wait until one clip is transcribed before shooting the next one. As long as I do that, Descript doesn't have any problems. If I do mess something up, I can reshoot that clip or export it and add it back to the project. Even in the worst case scenario, this is still faster than using any other tool to render locally. This project was really to determine if I'm going to record my future projects in Descript, and the answer is yes. I know exactly how far I can push a project before it starts to have problems, and I won't do that again. More important than my opinion is yours. Did the video come out good? How is the lighting, the sound, the editing? If this is terrible, let me know so that I go back to my slower process, because the final product is the most important part. Is there another screen recorder that's both Mac and PC that I should look at? Let me know in the comments below. This is a small channel, so that means I am the one who reads and replies to every comment. If you found this video useful or interesting, or at least a little bit entertaining, please take a moment to hit the like button. That will help other people to see this video in their feeds, and that's how small channels like mine grow. I'm really on a mission to hit 2,000 subscribers this month, so if you would be so kind as to hit the subscribe button, that would mean a lot to me. That would mean more of my videos will get shown to you in my feed, and if you want to get notified every single time I post a video, just hit the bell icon, because I really am dedicated to posting great content around AI. Even though this seems like a video about screen recording software, the AI inside of Descript is probably the strongest AI out there on the market right now. I've covered that in some of my other videos, and I'll cover the AI in Descript with this new Underlord feature as I master it in future videos. So believe me, this is an AI tool. Even though I didn't cover the AI part of its functionality too much here in this video, I did use it when editing the video, creating the description right below the video, and a whole bunch of other things that I didn't cover. Thank you so much for lasting all the way to the end. That watch time really means a lot to me. It really helps a channel like this get a little bit closer to monetization, And that's very exciting for me. So thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching one of my videos. Hit the like button, and then I've got a couple of sweet videos that I think you're gonna like. I've got one here and another one over here. You're gonna love them.